Hi guys, it's Flannel Penguin and I'm back with another video for you guys. Today's video is going to be about TV shows. So if you like me a little bit, you like TV shows a little bit, you should stick around because why not? More specifically though, so you guys know, I'm going to be talking about my favorite TV shows. Not every single one of them because I have a lot of favorites, so I'm basically just going to kind of like show you my stash of my favorite ones that I own. Let's start with the first one on my cartoon pile. It is none other than Courage the Cowardly Dog. I own season 1 and I also own season 2. It's actually a pretty creepy cartoon because like if you watch some of the episodes, it's like it's kind of creepy, but absolutely love it. If I could have Courage physically in my arms right now, I would have him just because I love him. I love the whole idea of the show, and I wish it would have kept going because, well, just because I love it so much. It is downright one of my very favorites. I will be letting my children watch this when I have children one day. And if I come across anybody in the future who has not like sat down and watched a couple episodes, they're gonna sit down with me and we're gonna put this in and we're gonna watch it because it's like, it's one of my favorites. Next one on my list of favorites is Danny Phantom. Can you see that? Okay, I have the complete series here because my uncle was a gem and got me the whole series for Christmas instead of just getting me season 1 and 2. I was like, oh, you did a good job, Uncle. You did a real good job. Thank you. Well, it's based on a teenage boy who, his parents are ghost hunters. They make this chamber that's supposed to let them go into the ghost world and let the ghost come out and put the ghost back in, kind of like thing. And it's not working, so he gives in to try to fix it. And he fixes it, and somehow it changes his DNA, and so he's half ghost, half human now. Really cool. I realized I did not explain what Courage the Cowardly Dog is, but you know what? If you don't know what it is, you should go watch it and just let it be a surprise for you. But go ahead. My mom just came in and I completely lost my train of thought, but it's probably a good thing because I think I was starting to ramble. But long story short, Danny Phantom, one of my very favorite cartoons. I highly recommend it. I don't care how old you get. You can never get tired of a really good cartoon. Hey Arnold. Just to someone who hasn't watched it, it's just basically about a kid and his friends and situations that happen in school, and it's just a really good cartoon. One of my very favorites. And if any of you guys who have seen it know who he is or remember who he is, Stinky, I could totally do a really good impression of him, but right now I'm like not in my zone where I would do it because if I try to do it now I'm going to embarrass myself and I'm going to laugh and it's going to ruin it. So those are incredibly nostalgic to me, so they're just so good. All 3 of them I would let my future children watch, and I recommend them. Go watch them if you haven't. Alright, on to the real life people TV series. Once again, these are not in a particular order. I'm just picking up as they go in the pile. Okay, first I have, this is season 4 because I do not own season 1, 2, or 3 yet, just because this was only $4 for season 4 unopened, and I jumped at the chance to get it. But anyway, so you guys know what the crap I'm talking about. This is Criminal Minds. This show has been on for years, and I think I started watching it maybe in 2010? Maybe, I'm not 100% sure, but I remember watching it when I was younger and I absolutely loved it. Like, why I love the show so much, it just, the creativeness behind like how certain murderers will murder their victims, and like there is one episode, I cannot tell you what episode it is, but it is one of my favorites. It is a woman who takes her victims and she injects them with something. I do not recall what it is, but it makes them to where they can still like see and hear everything that's going on, but they cannot move whatsoever, and she dresses them up like little dollies and she has tea parties with them, and I think that is just amazing and so creative, and like there's way more than just that one episode that is amazing, but that's the only one I can think of off the top of my head, especially since someone back there in the back of the room likes to play that episode a lot. But I'm not going to complain because it's a good episode. But anyway, if you've not seen this, or even given it a chance, please give it a chance because it is so freaking good. Alright, my next TV show is another kind of like suspenseful thriller. It is Supernatural. I know it was either 2015 or it was like after graduation, like 2014 or something like that. It was around that time. I finally watched this, and I'm only on season 3. Yes, I know it's 2016, and I said I probably started this in 2014, and I'm on season 3. Okay, but you know what? Things got so stressful, and I needed to take a break and go binge watch one of my other shows. So I just need to take a break, and so far I haven't went back to it, only because I have to be in the mood. And well, I guess you have to be in the mood to watch any kind of thing that. What this show is about. It's about 2 brothers. They're going into the family business, and what that is they hunt supernatural things. So they hunt the ghosties, the vampires, demons, and they deal with all kinds of stuff like that. And they're pretty darn good at it. And they get in some very scary situations, and I highly recommend the show, just because it's. I don't want to say it's like watching a horror movie but it's like some episodes are kind of like really bad creepy, so like you can get a creepy one here, then there'll be another episode that's kind of more funny and lighthearted, and it's really nice. And if you've heard a lot about it, you probably think all of us people talk about it are really obnoxious, but you watch a couple episodes and see how you feel about it once you're how many seasons in deep or whatever. So the one and only, the 100 and only, because I cannot not say that joke. I'm so funny. Is the 100, and so you guys have like a basic knowledge of what the show is about. If you don't know, it is about a group of 100 teenagers up in space, and of course they've got other people more than the teenagers. But anyway, these kids have done some kind of like crime up there in space, and they are not old enough to be, well, basically killed for their crime yet. So it's kind of like juvenile delinquentness, jail, whatever. You know what I'm talking about, I hope, because I can't explain myself because I'm like so excited about explaining this. A long time ago, war broke out, and there was like lots of things happening, so people went up into space to get away from it, and because the Earth was not safe anymore, because everything was like, the air was radioactive, and all kinds of like serious medically stuff could happen. So they went up to space to live for a little while, and some scientists now believe, oh, maybe we can send these kids down to test the theory of we can live on Earth again. So that's basically how it starts. I watched it, I think I first started this season about middle of last year. One of my friends on one of her blogs, she talked about it non-stop, and it was just so much talk, and I'm like, I'm gonna have to give this show a shot. And it's also got Devin Bostic in it, one of my future husbands. Probably not, but I can dream about it, can't I? Anyway, he's in it, so I'm like, oh, definitely gotta give it a try. And I watched the first season, I believe, within a couple of days, and I wanted more so bad that I was like, hey friend, talking to my online friend, I said, do you know any way I can watch season 2? Because I need it. So I watched it illegally. That's how much I needed to watch this show. And then after I finished the season 2, I immediately was going back to watch season 1 again, because that's just how enthused I was with the show, and still am, because it's so good. It's so good. I highly recommend it. This next show I have watched since the very, very beginning, and have loved it ever since. Once Upon a Time. To give you the rundown on it, it's kind of like all the fairy tale characters in real life in their fairy tale world. And how else do I describe this show? Honestly, I say you should just go into it blind. That's all I have to say. So if you like fairy tale characters, but you also like a twist on them, and you just, you know, if you grew up loving Disney princesses and all the Disney adventures and things like that, then now being a 20-year-old, like I am, you will probably love this. And the last one that I own, it's more of a straight-up comedy. If you like The Office, then I feel like you would like this, because I'm just gonna show it to you. Scrubs. This show has been off TV for a while, but it's so good. I haven't finished this series yet. I'm actually still in season 1 of this, but I love this so much, I went out and bought it. And if you guys want to know a horrible story about my experience buying this, then you guys let me know and I'll make a video about it. But anyway, I'm on season 1 still, but I enjoy it so much that I went out and bought not only season 1, but I have, what else do I have? I've got season 2, 3, and also the final season, because the final one was unopened for $2, so of course I had to go and get it. So the main character, he's constantly having his own internal dialogue, and you hear it, and like if he imagines something, you see it too, and I don't know how to like explain it, but it cracks me up, and I feel like I am the main character half the time, and I relate to it, and it's really good. And I've been waving all my TV show seasons around, so if you guys have been like trying to look at the covers, then I apologize, because I'm just all over the place. I'm also spinning in my spinny chair, which was not a good idea to sit in a spinny chair with me not being able to sit still and being excited about all these TV shows. So I apologize for the non-sitting still, and if you are motion sickness and that just made you sick, so I hope you still enjoyed the video. But yeah, so I highly recommend any and all of these TV shows that I've talked about. Okay, I do believe that is the end of this video. If you guys want to hear me talk about more TV shows, because I do believe in the beginning of this video I said that not all of these are my favorite TV shows, because I have more favorites, but I do not own those ones. So if you want to hear me talk about more TV shows, let me know and I will make that video for you guys. I hope you guys have a really good day, and I thank you, whoever watches this, for putting up with all the spinning and all the frantic moving and just all over the place this video was, and, you know, dealing with the mess of my hair and just everything. I'll be coming at you guys with another video soon. Don't know what it's gonna be, but I'm sure it's going to be random, so yeah. Okay, bye. And why does everybody hate Sam? I know not everybody hates Sam, but a lot of the stuff I've seen online, why does everyone not like Sam? Like, that's horrible. Horrible. I would marry you, Sam. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's try recording this one more time. Shall we? Shall we? We shall. Kelsey, stop talking to yourself. But, yeah, I think Danny Phantom was like my first ever cartoon crush. That is a little weird now that I keep saying it, so I'm gonna shut up. I like this because it's so... Is it gonna take the picture? Oh, I'm recording.